name's Kirby, and I just wanted to formally welcome you guys to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. I wanted to take this first video to kind of tell you guys a little bit about myself and where I plan on taking this channel from here. So let's get started. Also, if you guys see something moving in the background, that's definitely my youngest ferret, Oliver, and I'll introduce you guys to both of them at the end of this video, which I'm super excited about because they're my babies. Although I'm living by UCF, I'm actually not currently attending UCF. I changed my major probably 4 or 5 times, and so with that, I changed it back to what I was going for a year ago, which was health administration. So I will pretty much be going back to UCF hopefully in the summer, provided that all my paperwork goes through. And I hope to finish soon, and I would like to do something where I'm doing administrative work in a mental health hospital or treatment center or something like that. Based on my own struggles with mental health, eating disorders, I kind of want to do something where I'm giving back to that community and helping people in that community because that's something that I've become very passionate about. Actually, a big part of me that wanted to start this channel came from just being inspired by other people that have shared their journeys on YouTube, Instagram, and all of that. And I don't know, just through like people's honesty and authenticity on the internet, it kind of made me want to do the same thing. Because it really is helpful when you can see someone else that, you know, they might not be doing like really well, but you know, they're just telling you like, hey, like this is where I'm at and you can get through this because I'm going to get through it. I started sharing my personal journey with recovery on Instagram probably back in maybe May or June. I had an issue where I got off my meds for depression and it really messed me up, and I basically ended up getting hospitalized. And at that point, I just got kind of tired of feeling ashamed for having a mental illness. And so, you know, like it all started where I remember I had a coworker come up and ask me after I'd been gone, like, oh yeah, where have you been? Like, I heard you were sick. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I think so. And then she proceeded to ask, like, what happened? And I ended up just kind of straight up telling her, yeah, you know, I take medication for depression, and I got off my medication, and it made me suicidal, and I wound up in the hospital. And I don't know, it just kind of felt very freeing to just be able to tell someone and not be ashamed, because at the end of the day, if it was any other issue, like I would have been able to tell her like, oh yeah, you know, like I have this disease and it was really acting up and I was in the hospital, which like depression is a disease, like bulimia, anorexia, that they are diseases. Like it's a mental illness, but like your brain is still an organ. And just me doing that was a really big deal because back in February, I had just returned to work from being in residential treatment in PHP for my eating disorder. And I just remember going back and I was completely terrified of people even asking me like, oh yeah, where have you been? Like, what's going on? Why were you gone for 4 months? And I don't know, just to be able to be open and not feel ashamed was something that was really cool. From there, I just kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say that, like, it's not like I was, like, just going up to people, like, shaking their hand, like, hi, my name's Kirby, and, like, I have this wrong, like, no, it wasn't like that, but I just got to where, you know, if it came up, I wouldn't deny it, like, I wouldn't try to, like, lie to people and, you know, find ways around it, like, I don't know, I just kind of adopted this attitude of, I don't care, not in a bad way, like, in a good way, like, I don't care what people think about me as far as what I've been through. When I first started posting on Instagram my story, not gonna lie, I was really nervous just because too, like there's a lot of people on my Instagram that I know personally and a lot of people that I hadn't talked to about this kind of thing. And too, like just people that I do know, I didn't know what they were gonna think about like, oh hey, like Kirby's just posting all this really vulnerable stuff on the internet. But it was really cool to be able to see just, I don't know, like how many people actually were touched by what I was saying, and to just meet other people online that were in the similar boat as I was in terms of recovery. And it's helped me so much, and it just helps me to know too that I'm helping other people. And so I kind of wanted to take it a step further and go on YouTube and share my story. Right now I'm doing pretty well. I'm definitely still in recovery. I don't know. I'm one of those people, I believe that you can be at a point to where you're like recovered, but I feel like you do spend a long time for the most part in recovery because it's really hard. Like I guess you could say I've been in recovery for 2 years. There's been like a lot of relapses in there, like especially like the one last year which ended me in treatment, but I don't know. You might say that's like less than 2 years, you might not. I consider it 2 years because my heart for the most part was in the right place. On this channel though, I'll probably like do more videos than just recovery videos just because, I don't know. I mean, honestly, like YouTube sound fun, like even before I was on Instagram doing recovery stuff. I'm kind of a really random person and I have very little shame in terms of just doing weird stuff in public. So you'll see some of that. You'll definitely see my ferrets, which, hold on, I'm gonna grab them and introduce you to my babies. Alright, so this is Vienna. Look at the camera. Are you shy? This is Vienna. Oh, there we go. She's 2 years old. I've had her for about a year and a half. She's actually been sitting in my lap this entire time. She's such a sweetheart. A little lazy though, but it's okay. Mommy loves you. Alright, say hi. Hi. I always tell people that ferrets are kind of like the perfect combination of a cat and a dog. Vienna is definitely more cat-like in the sense that she's like kind of sassy and kind of like, if she doesn't want to do something, like, she will not do it. Like, she definitely can hold a temper and be like a little mad. Like, my roommates were watching her for 2 months when I was gone last year, and when I came back, she was like actually upset with me. Like, she did not want to play, did not want to do anything when I moved her back to my parents' house. It was rough, but she's my little girl now, aren't you? No, you're shy. She's shy. She likes to go on my back too. And let me grab Oliver. He's the youngest. This little guy is Ollie. He's smelling the camera. He is almost 4 months old. He'll be 4 months old on December 8th. And, oh yeah, by the way, Vienna actually just turned 2. She turned 2 on, or why did I say October? Oh my god. November 14th. So she's recently a 2-year-old. And Oliver is a hyperactive little 4-month-old baby. I got him on impulse, actually, probably like a month and a half ago. I was at the pet store and I walked up and I saw him and he was like chewing on my finger and giving me kisses and it was just so sweet. And I told my friend, I was like, hey, I want to take this ferret home, and I kind of just ended up doing it. It was really impulsive, probably not very responsible, but look at him. Look. I'm so glad I have him. He's such a cutie. And like I said, Vienna's like more like a cat. Oliver is definitely more like a dog. Like, he's very playful, very just kind of like, not like dumb. Like, dogs aren't dumb, but like, you know what I mean? You know how dogs are just kind of like very like, oh, okay, like I'm happy, and like that's him. Like, he's happy with everything. He gives kisses and he eats a lot. Dogs also eat a lot. Like, that's also probably because he's growing. He's giving me kisses right now. Look. Ow, he bit my eyebrow. Y'all, you just saw that. He bit my eyebrow. Oh my gosh. Alright, so that's the kids. One last thing too that's kind of not different, but I don't know, something that I'll kind of like talk about too in my channel is I am currently training for a half marathon, although I'd like to do a marathon and a triathlon one day, but I'm like starting small, so half marathon, triathlon, and then whatever else. So I'll probably talk about that and just kind of my relationship with exercise, because that is something that I'm still working on actively. And I don't know, I think like I know what a good relationship with exercise looks like, but it's more about like implementing it every day because things can get a little crazy. So yeah, we'll talk about that too. That's honestly all I got for you guys right now. So thanks for watching, and I hope you keep watching my other videos. That's about it. We're done. Cool. 2 thumbs up. Also, sorry, just kidding. One last thing. I'm going to put my Instagram thing in the, I don't know. I don't know how my editing skills are honestly right now, so I'll try to put it on the screen. If I can't, I'll put it in the description box. So Please subscribe, and please follow my Instagram if you like what you see and want to see more. And now that's it. Now we're done. Bye.